Hey, what's up everyone? It's Primal here. I committed in my last video to doing weekly-ish updates on how things are going, sort of chronicling the journey, just like what's going on in my life as I do my best to try to become a pro gamer. So we are now in the second week of me being unemployed, intentionally unemployed to pursue this dream. And the first week was interesting, man. I'm not gonna lie. Like, there's highs and lows that come with this thing, and particularly with quarantine and coronavirus. You know, it's a very isolating job to begin with, but I think it's even more isolating when even in your free time, it's not like you can go hang out with friends. And I think the biggest struggle here is gonna be managing my own psychology around this, right? Because ultimately, what I'm doing is competitive. Right? And I'll get to what the competition is in a minute. And, you know, there's people that I have to beat, right? And in an individually motivated sport, right, where it's just me, there's no team, there's not really support unless I get signed by a team that maybe will give me support staffing, you know, there's no like teammates to rely on. It's really important that I am my own best ally, and it can be difficult, right? Like, I'm a person who has had a history of struggling with having good mental health. I would say I'm good now, but 10 years ago I suffered from pretty serious depression in college, and although I like to think of myself as a positive and optimistic person, it is a constant struggle, right? Like, I do a lot of work to be in a positive headspace, and when you layer on competition on top of it, like the pressure of that, it gets intense. So I think for me, just constantly checking in with myself to understand how I actually feel, doing things like regular journaling, meditation, which I try to do daily, working out, I always feel way better after I go for a run in particular, are gonna be really essential here. And honestly, doing video logs like this are really good because it's very cathartic for me. So just talking about like what the competition is and trying to be a pro gamer. So first, I think it's important to clarify, for me, pro gamer basically consists of three different things: streaming, competing, and making content, right? So I don't know what combination of things is going to give me the life that I want. I know I'm a competitive person, so I like the competition part, but I'd also be totally fine if, hey, look, my stream blows up, right? Or my YouTube content blows up and people really love that. So I'm okay with all of those outcomes. I think naturally what I'm gonna be gravitating toward in the beginning is just being the best player that I can, right? So that means practicing every day and not just playing the game, right? Because it's very easy for me to just slip into a routine of playing the game constantly and then tilting and then not reviewing any games or actually being mindful about how I'm doing things. So that's also gonna be a big struggle, right? Because there's no one looking over my shoulder saying, hey, did you review the replay for that game? Did you understand what mistakes that you made? Understand the things that you did that you should continue doing? There's no one to do that. So I have to be my own coach and cheerleader here. And the hope is that by the end of this year, I am making enough income to get to the point where I can continue doing this full time and take this thing as far as I can go. Right now I'm living purely off of my savings, and I'm in a fortunate enough position to have savings, but I don't have infinite money, and this is gonna set me back, but I'm young enough that I can take a risk here. So I'm gonna take the risk. I think for this week, the big focus is being as disciplined as possible with my time, making sure that I'm doing my daily workouts, my daily meditation, journaling about the things that I'm learning on a day-to-day basis, and just getting out of my own head, getting out of my own way, and doing the best I can. So yeah, this little guy helps a lot, especially with the mental and emotional health thing. Sometimes he's a little bit of a headache, but overall 99% of the time he's awesome. You can see he's way more chill this time because I just brought him on the play date. So yeah, we're gonna do everything we can, be as disciplined as we can, and make sure that we stay out of our own way. So see you next week. I streamed this week 6 out of 7 days as usual. I'm gonna be trying to focus on practicing with intensity, so I hope you join me on my stream, twitch.tv/primal. Thank you. See ya.